I posted a YouTube video yesterday. It is about save Fall Guys, but of course, after I post it, Fall Guys literally breaks. I don't know what they did to the game, but it is so much more broken now that I actually have grievances and not like ooh suggestions. It's like, okay, I've been being nice, but at this point in time with the game, I don't understand why their code just explodes, why it falls apart whenever they make changes. So I saw this last night and I was like, oh no. New update and the frames one's exploit became a thing again. That's literally what people have been complaining about for months, and now you bring it back. Also, the Fall Guys stats tracker doesn't work anymore, which is a huge loss for the speedrun community. Yes, that specifically has worked for years. The fact that the super sweats now are unable to track all of their stuff is really going to hurt, because we all know that the sweats are currently carrying the game. But whatever they did to the game in this last update creates just, you know, one frame. One frame is all you need to be able to exploit the game. If we want the game to continue to live, they do have to realize that they need to build the casual player base, because not everyone's going to be grinding to the point to realize that they can do that and to master that. I've been playing for 2 years and just got good at slow jumps. Also, here's one of them. Happy birthday top glitch. When you wear the crown skin, you randomly turn into a gold amalgamation. I do think that they need to create a ranking queue or some kind of additional ranked system so that they can start to build the casual player base. People who play casually don't feel like they have to play all day every day. Those are the large majority, and I think that they need to realize that when they are making all of their changes or thinking of like the sweatiest 1,000 people that play the game, you're alienating a whole lot of people. This is my controversial opinion. Mediatonic is owned by Epic. Epic owns Fortnite. Fortnite has more money than God. Yes? Yes. With more money than God, you can afford to hire a third-party person or team to come in and audit the code. 2 years into the game, making simple cosmetic changes, anything outside of legitimately trying to mess with the physics shouldn't mess with the physics. Updates should not be putting in this one frame exploit and all of this garbage. Hire an outside firm. Like seriously, have someone clean up your code, because this is a little bit ridiculous at this point. Most other games don't break to this extent. And I know that this comes from being, you know, an indie company and then getting bought up on tough deadlines. It's tough for them to go back and fix the changes that are hard baked in. But like, they need to figure out why this keeps happening with little changes, why the whole game breaks. But they got new skins. They got new skins though. But are they gonna actually look like this in a month? We have to ask that question now. They could change anything at any point in the future, and I think that's really disheartening. Okay, so they have volleyball tournament in here. I thought this was one of the broken ones. Like, I thought volleyball was just announced as a broken one. I love that it's spinning. This is a very good sign. Let's put on our birthday crown. I want to see what kind of glitches we get. Yes, look at, I'm glitched. So this is what my skin was actually supposed to look like. The amount of startup and loading screens this game has is astounding. Literally, when booting up the game, you have to go through 3 separate loading screens. It does take quite a little bit, and I do think that has to do with Epic's anti-cheat, which, you know, could be a big reason that the game is broken. A lot of games are broken by Epic's anti-cheat. Keys has proved on his stream that a lot of just other software gets bugged by Epic anti-cheat. I do have mixed feelings about the hexagon variations of the maps this season. It has its ups and downs. I like the variations. They do have their ups and downs. The fact that they removed all the other variations is the frustrating part. So now you only see the hex variations. But now they made an update to the game so the hex tiles can be exploited, and then the tile just never disappears. Wait, literally, there's just no team.
Bruh.
I love this game. Easy win?
Bruh.
What? Oh, beautiful. This is the glitch I was waiting for, guys. I can't move my camera. And I got a free win because we stayed through it. Let's go. You think it was a lot better paid on Steam? I don't know if I agree with that. I've really enjoyed this season and last season. The communication problems have kind of always been there. I just hope that they continue to make changes that encourage casual players to keep playing the game rather than designing the game to be for the top like 1,000 players. I'm closer to the top 1,000 players than a majority of the player base. If I feel like some of the things are a little bit too toxic for me, they're probably too toxic for little Timmy, who's picking up the game after school. Crowns used to actually mean something. You would have to win repeatedly to buy like the good skins, which was incentive to play and be good and to win. And yeah, with the skill-based matchmaking, I think it's easier for new people getting in, you know, because you're going to be in your own little bubble. But the problem with that is the fact that we are seeing rounds where there's like 30 people, 40 people, not a full 60 player lobby. I was actually thinking about this. Customs. I personally think that they should have lobby list of customs that people have open. I know there's tons of players that would love to be able to do customs, but can't get 10 people together. And if there was actually like, you know, a lobby list of custom games similar to Mario Kart, when you want to play with randoms, you can just hop in a random lobby and, you know, you get the chance to play. I also think that in customs, more of the levels need to be available. The shows that they have in customs are a little bit abysmal. Sometimes they take things out and it affects customs as well. And then you have even fewer things to choose from. I want to be able to practice levels. Imagine if we could actually practice the levels that you don't see. You're like, I've never seen Hexa Ring, but I want to practice it just in case I do one day, and I'm not, that way I don't be like total ass at it, and then you can go practice it. I think that they have one last card up their sleeve in case things do decide. The level builder. Adding the level builder will revitalize the community. However, if they scare off all the casuals, the community will be just sweats. Fall Guys doesn't have the same longevity as, say, Mario with Super Mario Maker 2. There's a whole big community for that built in because of Mario. I don't want anyone to harass the developers. It'll be really sad if this ends up being a situation where it actually does become a dead game. I want to see the game succeed. We did run into a naked bean glitch. I looked super toxic because I ended up winning, but I was a naked bean for the whole game and it displayed me as a rookie. I was like, oh no.